say it's kind of like saying he's the king of freestyle is like being in church and having a choir at my back. But I can prove it to you at the podcast right now. I have the fire at my back.
Yeah.
So it's it's
That's
just
beautiful.
you being aware of your.
That's beautiful.
Saying rap is dead is like saying lyricism is dead. Is lyricism dead? Well, if you look at music these days, you can say lyricism may be dead.
There's been a trending issue between Seun and Wizkid. Wizkid came out to say that he's bigger than Fela.
Mm-hmm.
How did that make you feel when you heard the statements like that?
I mean, I just look at it from Yoruba boy and go say, or talking so. So for Yoruba culture, you know, if you say you big past elderly person.
Yeah. Hello guys, my name is Prince Gabriel Okocha, aka PGO. And today at the BTC podcast, it is my honor to welcome the number one from the 234.
Alaye George.
Alaye George. One of the industry's most talked about, one of the best rappers to have ever come from Nigeria, from Africa as a whole. I'm talking of the Viper himself, Vector, the Viper. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Nice to be here.
To be honest, is like a dream come true for many of us, because back in over 10 years ago, when we started listening to your songs, you know, it's been somebody you looked up to, somebody you are like, when am I ever going to meet somebody like this?
Yeah, of course.
And today we have you physically
in the studio.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. It's a
Before
pleasure to
tomorrow
have you
comes.
around. Yes, before tomorrow comes.
We don't see it today before tomorrow comes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah,
welcome.
good to be here.
Welcome. We followed like I said, for many years we followed your journey in the music industry, and it's been really, really amazing. You've been one of those who has helped the Nigerian hip hop and rap music industry to get to the level where it is today. Your works over the years cannot be overestimated, to be honest. So, how has it been for you being a rap music artist in Nigeria today, especially today?
That question get plenty level. Well, so I guess like every other thing, it has its pluses and minuses. But because it's a natural gift that I have, I'm grateful for the pluses. But yes, like every other work you do, like every other profession, it has its ups and downs. But so far, so good.
How did you stumble into rap? How did you choose that industry?
I didn't choose it, kind of like chose me.
Okay.
So my mom would say that when I was a kid, I was just always word playing for fun.
Okay.
Like when I was a child.
Yeah.
Before I even knew that there was anything called rap, I was always playing with words. And growing older, you kind of like realize that, okay, the Yoruba language is very, like, the Yoruba culture is very oratory. It's very...
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of African culture, actually, is very oratory, because I guess if you go with the biblical representation of what the word is, Africa is very word-driven.
Yes.
So, me getting older, especially in Yoruba culture, so for example, one spelling can mean 4 or 5 things.
Exactly.
Right? So, IGBA can be Igba, which is Calabash, can be Igba, which is time, can be Igba, which is Gardener, can be Igba, which is numbers.
Yeah.
You know, so, excuse me, me being a natural with words.
Yes.
And then being born into the culture of word usage or strong word or meanings.
Yes.
It's all just formed into this interest. However, I started first as a singer.
Okay.
In the choir, in church.
In church?
Yeah. Yeah, in church. In the white garment church. So if you know that one, music instruments.
Yes, they know how to really play songs there.
So it started from there, but I always was an oratorily skilled person.
Okay.
So that's how rap kind of started. And when it started, I was like, let's see how this goes. And from let's see how this goes, I never ever did a 9 to 5.
Okay. Were there figures that helped you transition fully into rap?
Yeah, in the
maybe
barracks.
a mentor or someone whom you looked up to?
So I don't know how people have mentors.
Okay.
Yeah, because all of us are not equal.
Okay.
Yeah. We may do things that are the same, but we're not equal. So
yeah,
I know people that I respect. I know people that I've supported. I acknowledge and I'm grateful for those.
I mean, like someone whose style of music, you kind of loved and
so I
that
loved
pushed you into
a lot
Okay.
of styles. You'll be shocked at the discography
Yeah.
of my upbringing or in my upbringing. So yes, there's rap music that I listen to, but then I think one of the very earliest encounters I had with rap was one of Sonny Okosun's song where I think his son rapped.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
that should be in the 90s or so.
Yeah, there, but JESUS is the best. Don't die for something I must confess. There's never
You still remember the lyrics?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I was a child then.
Yeah.
And like, oh, nice, Then I always listen to like Black American music.
Okay.
African American music. And so yes, rap would influence you then. But then there was also Junior and Pretty. So whilst I was getting interested in rap, in Nigeria, there were so many things happening around. Then in the barracks, as I was going to start making rap music, there's somebody, he's actually an optician right now by profession.
Okay.
But then he used to amaze me because he was a rapper, he could freestyle, but he was also double studying. So he was studying Unilag and Yabatech simultaneously.
Yeah.
He was reading book in Unilag and he was reading book in Yabatech the same time. Yeah.
That's amazing.
He goes by the nickname now Metronome. But his name is Shola. He was the person that came to speak to my dad. Your son says he wants to rap. So my dad just gave us money to go to
studio,
to the DJ booth then to just do demos on foreign instrumentals. So yes, I can say the people that tutored or that, actually, I guess not an individual mentor, but that mentored the process.
Yes.
Right. Yes. Yeah. He's one of them. The music is, bruh, because in my house all types of music played. So at the point where I guess you hear you can win.
Yeah.
You listen to just a plethora from Salawa Benny to Konnitia Ila to Barista to Kwamon when he was beginning. Everybody. So my music discography has just been broad.
Okay. So in recent time, a popular musician came out to say that rap is dead. That rap is dead and is tired in Nigeria right now. Do you agree with his opinion that rap is dead in Nigeria presently?
So I wouldn't know.
Wizkid, as a matter of fact, is the.
But this is not recent.
That's
been a while.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yes, it's been a while. I think it was deliberated on then. The understanding of rap has to be deep for you to be able to make such a statement. So the skill of rap, are they have for Igbo language traditionally, are they have for Yoruba language traditionally, are they have for Hausa language traditionally, because we're all just oratorily gifted.
Yes.
So saying rap is dead is like saying lyricism is dead. Is lyricism dead? Well, if you look at music these days, you can say lyricism may be dead. But nah, I'm just joking. The Nigerian new acts, they actually have done well with being lyrical. So rap is about that, and rap can be dead. If rap is dead, then lyrics is dead.
If rap is dead, then lyrics
is dead. And if lyrics is dead, well,
music is entirely dead.
Yeah, music is entirely dead. So it's not, I think what that statement may be truly trying to say, and this is not just analyzing Wiz, is in general. So I feel like rap needs a sound base.
Yeah.
A new sound base, because rap has worked on every sound base. So you've had rap and R&B, rap and rock, rap and soft rock, rap and pop, rap. So rap, of course, there needs to be an accommodation of some sort with sound, but saying rap itself is dead, nah, that's a bluff. You can't say that, because in the end, as of today, if you want to hear lyrics, people look out for lyricists.
Yes.
Music is typical. The way our body be, you carry and go see your mama.
Yeah.
You get Bugatti, you go buy a Ferrari.
Yeah. I think you are freestyling right now.
No, I'm just telling you the basic lyrics to hear every day. I can carry you go see my mama. I can buy a Bugatti. We go buy a Ferrari. The way you whine, they blow my mind. I want to press rewind.
Yeah. So speaking of freestyling, they call you the king of freestyle in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I think you are the record holder in Nigeria when it comes to the longest freestyle time.
Yeah.
I've had one or two occasions where I heard people refer to you as the king of freestyle in Nigeria. And really, I think that is who you are. How do you get your inspiration for that when it comes to freestyles?
So I guess it's just being able to look around and make sense of what is around you, but in line with what you're thinking. That sounds like a bit of a complexity, but I guess that's what it is. You can look around quickly whilst you're thinking and add what you're looking at to your thoughts.
Is it possible to look around right now and come up with a line or two?
Definitely.
Can you do that?
So it's kind of like saying he's the king of freestyle is like being in church and having a choir at my back. But I can prove it to you at the podcast right now. I have the fire at my back.
Yeah.
So it's, It's
That's
just
beautiful.
You being aware of your...
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So it's just you being aware enough to use whatever you're saying.
Yeah.
Being able to freestyle is like the typical Nigerian hustle spirit. Yeah. Whatever you see, you can use it to achieve what you want to achieve. So for me, the achievement now is entertaining you with lyrical oratory skills.
Yeah.
I guess.
So this just comes to you naturally, anytime, any day.
As long as so my inspiration is usually live. So as long as there's somebody here, as long as somebody's holding a phone, as long as there's activity, there is inspiration.
That's beautiful.
Yes, even if there is no life, you can be inspired to write about absence of life.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So in the music industry, has it been purely music that has kept you, or are there other entrepreneurial things you've taken up to, and you are merging all of them together into music?
So
I mean, things that have kept you going over the years.
I like to correct the fact that I don't. So I think people just use the term music industry just like that. Okay. So it's not like I don't think we'd have it. So whatever the industry is in Nigeria is a music business one.
Okay.
It's not a music one.
Sorry, can you take that again?
Whatever the industry in Nigeria is a music business setting, not a music one.
Okay.
So the yardstick of evaluation as regards what's obtainable today,
yes,
the yardstick of evaluation is finance.
Okay.
Not music.
Okay.
You know how if the ground norm, if the foundation of valuation is music,
yes,
a lot of people will be moved into being more musicians.
Yes.
But we're just targeting charts.
Yeah.
And promoting.
Yes.
And pushing.
Yeah.
And that is what the Yorubas would call akoba for up and coming acts, for example, because in the process of promoting and just pushing, the artist barely leaves the stage of the first phase of artist development. Because in that first phase, if you go give them one kind of thing, we enter. They don't believe you're there. Whereas you've not allowed yourself to expand to the maximum levels of your creativity.
Okay.
So I like to clarify that from what I've been in for a long time, it's not more of a music industry, it's more of a music business industry.
Okay.
But that said, so I've never done a 9-to-5, but I'll do one or two business type things here and there.
Okay.
But I'm solely in the art. So with scripts, with writing, and doing any other thing that is as regards the arts.
Okay.
Because one thing I've also realized is something like music that is a pure spirit type of work. In the business sense, you can clash with people a lot. Because so if a pure artist is dealing with a businessman, the businessman is looking at profit. The pure artist is looking at art.
Yes.
So there will definitely be clash if there's no care, if care is not taken. So to clarify that, yes, you survive by doing things typical. You grew up on Lagos Island, Barrack Boy, you go do 1 or 2p, right? Just on the side, but I'm just a musician. I'm just an artist.
Okay. What's your opinion of record labels and an artist being independent on his own? If a young artist were to come to you now and said he's looking for a record label to join, or maybe he's having the thoughts of doing things on his own, what would you advise him to do?
Either one. Some people do well with label support. Some people do well alone. As a matter of fact, people that do well alone would most likely be people who have like a deep understanding of how they want to represent themselves, whether artistically or otherwise, right? The artists, well, artistically, they have a deep idea of how they want to represent themselves. So even if you don't get label, you can ideate things with your music. You can create things with your music.
Do you think that is something an upcoming artist can do? A young artist?
What do they take in mind do? It's creativity now. It's all creativity.
Okay.
No offense to sampling records, but I feel like the norm of everybody sampling records, I laugh because people in the sample, when they're in that age, they know they sample.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
People they sample P Square is still alive, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Destiny. Yeah. Make music, right? I'm not saying it's not good to sample artists, but most of in a way they sample P Square. When P Square did, well, P Square they sample. But yeah, I feel like if an artist wants to be by themselves, it's okay. But you have to be content.
Okay.
Because you won't move at the pace that somebody that is backed by finance would move.
Yes.
The song with Shay Vibes, no, that's not Shay Vibes. No Peace. It's my prayer to the divine that I want everlasting contentment. So if you're going to be an artist that's going to be by yourself, you have to be content. Meaning, if the work where they do, the capacity of that work, now the return you go get. Okay. And you must be willing to accept that and be okay with that. Okay. If not, you lose your mind.
There is this popular belief that there are cabals everywhere. There are people you must go to, people you must bow to before you can succeed in any industry in Nigeria right now, especially politically. Do you believe there are cabals in the music industry as well? Are there cabals like that?
That kind of question is hard to answer because I can't go and say, yes, see them there. No, I can't go and say, oh, yes, there are cabals, see them there. Tell them there. I can't. However, there is fraternity.
Okay.
Fraternity in the sense of people can decide to be, they can segregate themselves. So inside group feeding.
Yeah.
And I guess that's fine.
Okay.
Right. Now when they come to use them in a way that destroys or, I don't know about that. I know about that. That's not right. But yeah, I stopped trying to look out for cabals because that cabal self, you get time when nobody send them before they start their own.
Yeah.
Right. So if men fraternize together and there's way forward with themselves, I guess that's fine on a norm. But as regards music, I think artists should stop trying to analyze the presence of cabals and just be artists. Okay. Because whether or not cabal day, you must still be artists.
Yeah.
Right? And whether or not cabal day, song go sweet. The one with no sweet, no go. Right. So I don't sit down to try and analyze whether there is a cabal or whether I can spot them. For I'm probably in a cabal of my own, according to somebody.
Yeah.
But for the young artists that will work with us, the first thing that we know on our side is you are going to build your story.
Okay.
So yeah, we can support you. They can even shoot video for you. They can plug you, but we can't speak to your fans on your behalf.
Yeah.
We cannot engage your fans on your behalf. So we don't think along those lines of cabalism. Yeah. To us, it's just, we want to do something, I'll go take run, I'm okay. Now, so we want to do, and so we'll go about that, and we'll go about that, and we'll move on to the next, because, there are more things to do.
Yeah.
So instead of focusing on cabal, you better be planning your own cabal, that is, and it can be a cabal of nice music. There's space for everybody to display.
All right. That's a beautiful one. Let me take you a little bit on some trending issues in the Nigerian music industry.
Nigerian music business.
The Nigerian music business. Yes, thanks for the correction. Yes, the Nigerian music business. Yes. You are a friend of the Fela's family. Yes. I have on many occasions seen you with Seun Kuti and other members of the Fela's family, especially at that's
my body.
Yes, that's your body. So in recent time, there's been a trending issue between Seun and Wizkid. Wizkid came out to say that he's bigger than Fela. Mm-hmm. How did that make you feel when you heard the statements like that?
I mean, I just looked at it from Yoruba boy and go say, or talking so. So for Yoruba culture, you know, if you say you big past elderly person, it's not because you can't say it, like, you know, but the backlash you go get from elders, because elders like to protect themselves because of the privilege they get from Africa. Yeah. So for you to open your mouth and say something about an elder, all the other elders in I know Africans, you can attach extra thoughts, say, that means say, any rich pastor himself, that's what he could do. So in my head, I was like, they don't talk this kind of thing. And Wiz would know because it's Yoruba.
Yes.
Yeah, he would know because he would know, don't worry. Mm-hmm. So the statement, but otherwise, I don't have a say per se, right? I take, so on both sides, you know, I can see stances.
Yeah.
I take respect for my dad serious. I do.
Yeah.
So I would respect your own dad in the same light, as a matter of fact.
But at the beginning, it wasn't just Wizkid, it was Wizkid fans that were saying it. Until Seun started.
So now I'm not saying what I'm saying in analysis of who started what. I'm saying so of course there's father talk there.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of those type of talk. If we go fight, we'll go fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the method at which
it's not even about the method that I'm not analyzing anybody. I'm just saying I don't do too well around the confines of talking about fathers.
Okay.
Especially because I feel like men don't even get the kind of praise that they deserve to get, especially fathers.
Yeah.
Not because of any competitive nature with another gender or with women. It's just that for some reason we barely talk, and even men too don't care about them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure a man is trying to cram one song, will be like Sweet Mother.
Yeah.
Baba Day for the face life.
Yes.
Right. So, but it doesn't mean they shouldn't be acknowledged.
Yes.
And we're men too. So for me, all that talk of say that they follow person, but I'm not a party to, I'm not a fan of it. Anyways. Okay. It's not in analyzing what happened, it's just that I don't touch those type of conversations because I know how I take those type of conversations. But yeah, if there's anything I thought, I was like, I'm always, because the funny thing is, in Shrine, something has happened before that Wiz was a very stand-up guy. And when I observed that, correct guy, you know. So I know deep inside, you know, there's a correct guy there.
Yeah.
You know. But I don't have any particular say as regards that because Seun is old enough to stand and speak for himself.
Yes.
And I guess Wiz is old enough to stand and speak for himself as well.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that's, because again, at some point, fights they settle.
Yeah.
At one point, between people they fight, not unless in a very serious way person will fight they settle. So,
yeah. Speaking of fights, you've been involved in a couple of them when you were growing up. I would say growing up, but you're already an adult. You when you were, you know, back then as of 2019 and previously. You were first involved, one that I know about, in a battle with, is it Reminisce?
Reminisce, yes.
And then after him...
Who is my guy now?
Okay, you guys are cool now.
We're super cool now.
Okay. What? And then after him, it was MI, but the one that really blew the internet that everybody got to hear about was the one with MI.
Yeah.
So, what caused that beef between the two of you?
It's plenty talk, Jerry. It's plenty talk. There are some type of things that you can't say on podcasts because you don't have enough time to analyze all the angles and who really is trying to place all the angles, really. But yeah, things happen. But they're very delicate because the way I see things holistically. Well, I can choose to see things. I see them particularly, but I see them holistically as well. So holistically speaking, because I also understand code of life, I would not take those questions and answer those things, because if you ask what happened, it can be, it's just twisted. It's just very twisted. And I've stopped kind of like looking at a man's flaws, kind of, you know. But yeah, that's past. It was something that happened that the way it did, and I've moved on from that. So I barely even talk about it.
Some people say it's actually business for the both of you. Like, you know, the way people pay today to have other people drag them.
I don't think those people know me enough to say I'm that guy that doesn't believe that because, for example, you want to sell music, you have to become a nuisance.
Okay.
Or because you want to sell products, not music. You have to become a nuisance. You have to do this, you have to do that. It's not. Nah, so I wouldn't do beef for business.
Okay.
And that's also another thing.
But the song stopped the charts.
But that's one thing we need to, especially as rappers.
Yes.
Or people that are rap music enthusiasts.
Yes.
We need to actually control that narrative.
Okay.
The narrative that rap needs beef to be relevant or to sell or to... Nah, it doesn't. Because one thing you're not thinking about is this. For every time I've had beef, there's been times where the people that you have beef with will probably be in danger if you wanted them to be. And yes, people will hear music and think, yeah, cool. But yes, sometimes people get in danger.
Fan love or what?
Fan love, definitely fan love. But then again...
Maybe your fans trying to defend you or maybe fight for you?
Yeah, but it's not just fans. So some of us are really rooted with our people.
Okay.
So I give Reminisce as an example. We're similar. We're both rooted with our people. So I'm rooted with Lagos and proper.
Yeah.
Lafia Jiwe. He's rooted with Ojota proper. In their ways. So you having a clash with somebody like that, you're clashing with that person and their deeply rooted connections.
Yes.
Not just the fans.
Yes.
People that may see it as, who be this one, the contract check my person, or some will see it as you're trying to destroy the legacy.
Yes.
That they ascribe to and they connect to as, they'll say, Ogo Adubo, like the glory of the hood.
Yes.
Like the one that the hood will mention and say, he's in our hood, now he's our area, but like those type of things. So those things are serious. Which is why I try not to do industry scheduled fights. If I go follow you play now, if I know, they'll give you slap outside.
Yeah.
And I don't go do anything.
Yes.
Right. So I really don't do that.
Okay.
I don't.
You coined the term Afro-rap. What does that mean?
Rapfrobeats.
Rapfrobeats, yes. Rapfrobeats, something like that.
Rapfrobeats is just rap on African beats.
Okay.
However, is so the ego of rap is similar to how Fela is.
Okay.
Confrontational, bold lyricism. They know they hide mouth.
Yeah.
That's how all of you are always waiting for beef in rap.
Yes.
Because you know rappers, bro, they'll go straight to the enter you finish.
Yeah.
Right. But I was then trying to create something because I realized that there was a misrepresentation of values with rap, especially and hip hop. So, excuse me, people for Nigeria with the rap, they want rap, right? But I sense that a lot of youngins, they were believing that for you to rap, it had to be by the laws and the ways of, say, Western understanding.
Yeah.
Granted, the hip hop culture was established and popularized by the African Americans, right? Okay. However, our ancestors get people to do things maybe like rap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but in our version, so a typical African mind can display their skill to different beat patterns.
Yeah.
So in the East, you probably have...
Yeah.
Yeah. Fino will kill that beat.
Yes.
Give that into average African American rapper. He probably doesn't even know.
Yes.
Because that's not his culture sound.
Yes.
Yes. But we have those. However, we now have boys that can rap on the African American sounds.
Yeah.
Right? So, do you want to create a subgenre where anybody who wants to make rap but wants to make rap on African beats can officially say, even musically, there is a style that I can say it is. So it's not because I'm trying to create something that I'm standing out, or, because tomorrow I can decide to just rap, right?
Yeah.
However, I wanted to create something whereby, so you see like the likes of just young rappers, that's new musicians that want to rap, but they, especially being a rapper, you don't want to sound like you're selling out. Like, oh, you're trying to appeal to this sound, but bro, there's no such thing. Especially for Nigerians, we they hustle plenty resource, right? So a Nigerian can have multiple jobs, or multiple hustles. So in music, you should be able to rap on multiple beats. And in this case, Africans, say in Nigeria, we have over 200 ethnicities. It can mean close to that same amount of patterns of music.
Yeah.
Right? So why are we to be restricted, for example, with rapping to one style when there is rap on African beats where you can be a rapper, but on mbiri o, mbiri kambiri or Iwelani komo oka oyun lomo lo gbe wale, or even a Damarajo sample. So it was just a musical experiment that I was trying to do to create a platform that can accommodate whoever wants to define what they're doing with rap music, but not the typical hardcore or Western influence, even though we respect that, but it's just something whereby a Nigerian can, because Afrobeats, for example, where them Wiz started, is basically like funkified Fuji music.
Yes.
Modernized Fuji music.
Yes.
From the skills that they run with their voice, the vocal skills that they run on that to, I guess the difference is just like hip hop kicks. So yeah, it'll be that. So that Rapfrobeats was me just creating like just create something that anybody that is interested can, if they wake up tomorrow and they feel like, oh yeah, so I'm a rapper, but I'm not a Western styled rapper, right? Because that's not his core culture.
Yes.
But you can then be a rapper with your core culture in consideration. That was what Rapfrobeats was.
You speak so much about culture. Mm-hmm. To a great extent, do you think the Yoruba culture has influenced your entire career?
The Yoruba culture is naturally oratory based. So yes, they can talk.
Okay.
The African culture has bro. There are so many Igbo wise sayings, Yoruba wise sayings, Hausa wise sayings. Now talk now.
Okay.
So yes, that will affect a skill set that requires you thinking and talking. Yeah. And not just talking, thinking as well.
Yes.
So there's a lot, bro. All the proverb we hear for African setting, it will make you think. And once you feel think and you feel talk, you probably could rap.
Okay.
So one of these records that I did with Benny Lee, it goes, Kila shawabai, Egmi no be snail, Kila faragbai, Kila fenu so, Kila fenu advertise, Kila mink pe Asha ibile must die, àwọn àgbà ń ṣòro bí èwe, ọmọ not to me, ẹlẹ́ṣin ọba ìtàn fọmọ rọ́pò ni. And no be Yoruba because the choice was up to me.
Yeah.
Now follow come for all, we just they follow destiny. Orunmila and Einstein boss if up to me. The same way Ewi is still hip hop to me. The same way Kembe is to baggy jeans.
Yeah.
Exactly. The way Olanewaju is to vectoring the scenes. So Ewi is poetic, rhythmic rhyming.
Yeah.
He has deep purpose, but on the surface, basic rap, Ijala, Ofo. So anywhere there's poem or poetry in cultural life, let's be rap. Once you get count and you add beats, it's rap. As a matter of fact, there's an oratory skill style in Yoruba culture that is similar to how Nelly performs. Andele, mami, oh, Nelly. Yeah, there's a way, the way Nelly the style.
Yes.
There's something similar in ancient Yoruba culture.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's always it doesn't have to, but if your culture is a deep part of your inspiration, I guess you're lucky.
Okay. So you speak of starting your career from the White Garment Church Choir.
It wasn't a career then.
Well, your journey started from that place. But in recent time, you've been seen, as though you are now against religion. You've been seen, speaking of religion as a tool of control and all of that, in several other podcasts where you have featured and all of that. Do you still believe in the church today? Or do you think the church is simply a tool of control?
I believe in the church in the sense that the church is your heart.
Okay. So you don't believe in denominationalism, like churches here, there?
Nah, I don't believe in that. Okay. It can happen. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay.
But I don't believe in it. I actually don't believe, I don't think anybody should be believing in the fact that there's one God with a different understandings.
You said you don't believe in church.
Like I don't believe in church as an edifice or as a building. I don't know about denominations actually.
Okay.
But as a building, no. I believe in church as a human being, because in the end, even the Bible points to the fact that, it's your heart that God is interested in many analogies. So in my head, plus I read a page, is alleged to be from Thomas. And one of the statements read, "Behold, if the people that lead you tell you the kingdom is in the sky, then the birds of the sky precede you. If they tell you the kingdom is in the waters, then the fish precedes you." It says, rather, the kingdom is both inside of you and outside of you. It says, if you know yourselves, you will become known, and you will realize that you are the sons of the living Father. But if you will not know yourselves, you will dwell in poverty, and the poverty will be you.
Okay.
Take that statement into consideration of what you said.
Yeah.
If the ones that lead you tell you the kingdom is in the sky, then the bird with the fly for sky, is more important past you now.
Yeah.
So if the kingdom is in the church, then the altar is important past you.
Yeah.
The chair is the important part, because that's the kingdom, right? No, but the kingdom is a conglomerate of you guys. But then it is rooted in the individualism of your saving. So you're saved individually by connecting to God. So what do you mean by religious denominations again?
Churches. Different churches.
The different churches are supposed to be different human beings making the world one huge parish.
Yeah.
So us going out there and just being, I further say this. If you're going to ask me that question, I'll ask you this question, not to escape it. I can answer directly, but I'll ask you this question. The way the country has been so far, it is highly governed majorly by religious people, Christians or Muslims. In every ministry, they're either Christians or Muslims.
Yeah.
Majorly.
As a matter of fact, even in the forms they present to you to fill.
Bro, when you are swearing oath, you are either laying hands on the Bible or the Quran. How evident are the teachings of the Bible or the Quran within the circle of the oath?
But you believe in the God of the Quran or the Bible?
There is God. The understanding of the Quran about God.
Okay.
There's the understanding of the Bible about God.
Okay.
Bros, before they invent paper, God don't deactivate.
Yes.
She'll go through all those understanding. Plus, don't you have to destroy God's work to make paper? You have to cut down a tree, don't you?
Yeah.
Tree that you're cutting down, it purifies the air you breathe in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What then is the purpose of the paper and value levels? Shape paper, they purify air where they breathe in. Paper is just for you to read and document, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else. But the source that the paper comes from, let's say a tree, the tree shades you, cleans the air you breathe in, keeps you healthy.
Yeah.
So, yes, I know that there is a God. And I know that there's the Quranic understanding of the existence of God. I know that there's the Christian understanding of the existence of God. But either way the understanding goes, there is a God.
Yes.
I just happen to, I said to my woman that I'd rather experience God myself now I've been told a lot of times how God is.
Yeah.
But then the older I got, the more funny it felt to me when somebody says, say God don't like all this guy. Say, you sabi read, you know how God they think.
Yeah.
You bad. So you fit fathom how God they think. You fit. So you say, the kind of man with God be, you don't say prick.
Oh God.
Now, so in my head, it just felt like people have. Say, say God no like me, person they sin. You feel understand God mind.
Yeah.
You cannot get out of here. So in my head, it's like all those things. There are so many realities to them. I was born into Christianity. My baptismal name is David. I know clearly.
Okay.
But I've known enough to know enough. The ultimate sacrifice is from love.
Yeah.
But also upright standing to believe. I've seen in the Christian side of me growing up that the kind ginger way Jesus gets to stand by the truth, say whether they kill him or no kill him, he go talk true. I'm not sure see anybody get that.
Yeah.
And that is the point. The main point is to believe in something solely to the death of your living, like to the death of your own life.
Yeah.
You believe in it, right? I'm not sure a lot of people are on that level. Now, it's not my job to analyze them,
okay.
But it's my job to analyze myself and say that, okay, I've gotten the point. That was learned. If we're not colonized, we probably won't be able to read the Bible.
Yeah.
Or the Quran. If we're not colonized.
Yes.
If we're not influenced and taught how to see those things, we would have and I also did the philosophy of development, and that's the thing. If you leave something, it develops by itself. It's kind of like with growth. Nobody intentionally tries to develop a child to grow. You go just child, you go do all the regular things, but you go grow by itself. So you coming to teach us the right way to speak or worship God or see God, it may be a thing, but it doesn't mean if you didn't interfere, we wouldn't have experienced God, or we didn't even experience God.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say, one must find a balance because the source information is the same.
Yeah.
The core information is the same. But putting my life in the hands of somebody that the Bible itself, in the hands of an entity that the Bible references just like me as imperfect, is kind of like a silly thing, don't you think? It's silly for me to put my spiritual beliefs in the hands of an individual that is a human being that is fallible like me. So, for example, a man of God is first a man.
Yes.
Before of God.
Yes.
And which human being God creates no be human being of God.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not saying there shouldn't be leaders. I'm not saying there shouldn't be, teachers. But the goal is for you to internally. Everything Jesus talk now, say make people change their ways. Not to you definitely, not to you directly. Come down to say, now once I don't date one person, I not go stand with you for judgment day. They'll come judge two of us together now, at least according to what we've known. Right. So the older I got, the more I started to realize that accommodating was a thing. So I have plenty of Muslim friends that explain to me what the concept of jihad is, versus what people know.
Okay.
I wouldn't know because I'm not vast in Quranic knowledge enough to say that's exactly what it is, but I've learned something. I've like, this is not war against people now. This is war against your own things inside that are poisoning your spirit.
Yes.
Right? So the argument is there. I have friends that are deeply spiritual in the Christian sense, and I have friends that are babalawos.
Okay. Would you say you lean more towards the traditional way of worship?
I can't lean more to what is my nature.
Okay, that is natural to you.
It's to everybody. If you're African, you are coming from Africanism.
Do you think that offers a more honest way of worship than the other two?
I don't know if honesty is solely dependent on the individual.
Okay.
So now, if you do honest, you do honest. However, it is what it is. Like, don't you get? No disrespect. Your parents, yes. Parents. You get where they come from. And now that bloodline I inform you. So yes, I can learn about the love of Christ and hold on to the information there. But now inside book, I read them.
Okay.
What about the one where they come from by blood? She make I wait till the writer for book again.
Okay.
And what does it mean to know yourself? especially if Christ himself wasn't a Christian.
Yeah.
Christ wasn't a Christian. None of Christ's disciples read the Bible. So it means the spiritual understanding or inclination to be able to think alignment with God, you don't need to read chapters, do you? All the people that they wrote in chapters, those are just records they kept.
Yes.
Of the evidence of things that
happened in their time.
That was said to have happened in their time. Share your own time. You no go do things where they go record later.
Yeah.
I mean, you just want to read people where they do their own. Because again, in the world of today, you need more minds to make things happen, especially in liberating people's spirits, don't you? How you want to do them? You want to submit your own. Oh, your Bible says, you want to that here in He said, use your own destiny, do like this. Through them. That's like you have a purpose. Like, what is it? And ancestrally, so I don't know if this is the same with you, but you must get character when your papa get them.
Yeah. Somebody must see you and say you are the son of this person.
Go read down for inside book now.
Yeah.
Go discover that character for book and the explanation of the character for book. Then your papa behavior where you get, instead now your papa behavior where you get abi. Then so you see how we trace our lineage properly? So that's nature. It's our nature. As a matter of fact, if I speak about Ifa is not religious worship. Ifa na OT about life.
Okay.
Na OT about life, but our people will not even try to look into their own ancestry and say, okay, so what does it? Use your Bible mind or your Quran mind. Ask the question. I'm not telling you to abandon your, no, but then born you inside that one and waiting your formative years, now waiting and teach you, now you go believe, say you know.
Yeah.
So for me is not stepping away from, say, religious denominations. It's just that we need to acknowledge not the jazz one, the one that everybody watched on TV.
Yeah.
Because people don't ask questions, right? They just say how much the people now which anybody here don't see where bats turn to human being before.
Only in movies.
Or rat.
It doesn't
or cat. Or snake. Nobody. But I'm sure everybody equally has that fear that they put in their mind of people that are evil, that go to meeting in the night, that turn to bat and fly. Like, that must be the most ridiculous thing you realize when you become self-aware. Like, wait, why am I afraid of something I can't prove?
Yeah.
Exists.
Nollywood actually played a big part.
Boom. And if you look at Nollywood, for example, who told anybody that the sign of danger is skull and bones? The way Africans, I know Africans, we don't try to open body to know what the skull looks like. So that must be your Igbo understanding.
Mm-hmm.
And it must really have come from danger, caution, electricity, all these type of things. Because I don't think all the ancient shrines that exist, no one has skull and bone maybe like this.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of programming that has happened. And again, I don't blame anybody for not even tapping out of it because it's a very, very serious thing to break away from your formative years. Waiting and raise you as speaking.
It's not easy to break.
It's damn near impossible.
As a matter of fact, the fear alone of what could probably happen to you if you break away
from that.
You know, fear of missing heaven, fear of going to hell.
Bro, the closest thing to heaven is peace of mind on earth.
Yeah.
Nobody can come and say, you know that place where we say, really, take left. See, when you reach heaven, as you reach there, take left, you'll see that guy.
Yeah.
Nobody can come and say that to you. So in my head, what I came to terms with is, the closest feeling to heaven must be when you know they worry. And then why does the Bible say do not be afraid plenty times?
Yeah.
So you can experience heaven. But that idea that you have to die to go, so that's why plenty Christians go rather they suffer than to speak up about what it is. Because they just say, finally, this world is not my own. Oh, my, it's your own. No.
Yeah.
They create that for you to dwell inside.
Yeah.
So it's being self-aware about information that you were raised upon. Now, this may not work for somebody else, right? But being self-aware about the information you were raised upon and scrutinizing that. Shout out to Dr. Mrs. Kehinde in University of Lagos. The first philosophy lecture she did was, she said, how do you know your parents are your parents? And everybody did silent. Of course, some people first jump. They gave birth to me. There's birth certificate to prove. Okay. What if they change you and your mama don't even know so they change you? How would you know?
Yeah.
And that question was like, Because one other thing again, some people don't they around each other, they resemble each other. So it's make you believe say who you resemble. Now because Naim born you. And people are not even related by tribe, race, or anything, and they look alike.
Yes.
Okay, minus race, by tribe.
Like this trending Ruby Rose, Ikorodu Ruby Rose.
I don't know.
It's trending even today.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who look exactly like the
Ruby
musician. Rose. Yes. And so the main artist posted earlier today. What does Ikorodu Ruby Rose mean?
Oh, gotcha.
So it started trending this morning on Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, so two people from different continents, not even the same country, different continents.
Look alike.
They look exactly like.
Yeah. Alike. So we can't really, but yeah, I used to know that Ikorodu something that they used to hear people share.
Yeah.
In a less quality version or something.
Yeah. But this one is really, there is really a big resemblance between the two.
Got it. No, it happens. There are people that look like me like that as well. But all in all, that conversation, I say, we're living life based on every valuable information that is available to me. Whether it's from my ancestors, whether it's from books I read, whether it's from you, whether it's from a pastor, whether it's from an imam, whether it's from a babalawo, bro, I am experiencing what God has done.
Yeah.
By meeting human beings every day and just experiencing them. The one we know good, okay, maybe this in the, because that's how we are not doing enough of understanding of ourselves.
Okay.
And so for me, that helps me balance. It's not like I'm not, there are lessons in the Bible that I think are very fantastic and brilliant. Right. As a matter of fact, I think religious thinking has helped create some form of orderliness. But then again, how do I know? Because anciently, you get where they go see some kind things, concussion, nobody go come rob you. Yeah. So who's to say there was no order then?
Yeah.
So I'm just, again, you don't know everything, so I'm taking my time. Because also with global news, a lot of things are being revealed. A lot of things are being revealed if you open your eye. So it's not... Yeah, I'm balancing it.
Let me take you a little through the Nigerian political landscape currently. I've seen you in protests, in front of protests, leading protests. I don't know if you are the leader, but I've seen you speaking up in protests. What do you have to say about the Nigerian political landscape today? Do you believe that that Nigeria can be fixed?
Yeah.
You believe Nigeria can be fixed?
The only thing that can be fixed is death. Okay. If they stop stealing, mismanaging, and prioritizing rights today, in 10 years, Nigeria...
Do you think the current leaders can fix Nigeria? The leaders we have today?
They can. The question is, will they? Bro, do you think it's hard to govern the people?
Well, I've never governed the people before.
You're governing here?
Yes.
Well, you have to be nice to your workers, don't you? You give them freedom to express.
Yes.
Freedom to grow. Freedom of, self-actualization. Especially as you've appointed.
Yeah.
It's not... There is this overstretching of things. Why president get governors? Guys go everywhere. Why governors get local government chairmen? Guys do everywhere. Why don't ones get councillors? I don't think it's a big deal. I think people are just enjoying spoils. They're just enjoying spoils. That's what it is. Ignorantly. But they're just enjoying spoils.
Do you have anyone in your mind you believe can fix this country?
I can.
You can?
Yeah.
Is politics something you look forward to stepping into? So if you can, why not?
Because I know that I can fix the country doesn't mean I know that everybody around will make what I want to do. And again, no worry me. No. My dad was provost in the force.
Okay.
You know what provost office is? Disciplinary officer for officers who they fuck up.
Okay.
So don't worry. And it's not because they form mean or anything. It's just that look, I hate the disrespect that Nigeria gets.
Yeah.
The greatness I see in Nigeria of the people.
Yes.
Just every day, bro. Just, if you look the hustle spirit of Nigerians.
It's amazing.
The hustle spirit in academia. The hustle spirit in business. See podcasts now. My Hindu friend, he says, Vector, Nigerians, they don't get it on time, but once they do, they overget it and invent new ways of getting it.
Yes.
If Nigeria is not working, that means something is not right? Because the people are definitely capable of work.
Yeah.
They're definitely capable of work. As a matter of fact, there are so many people that do urban and regional planning. How does traffic go day? So the question is not if they can, the question is if they will.
So what's stopping you from stepping into it?
I'm not an idiot. I know what my reality is. I know how people think. We're in a society where it seems as though they hate intelligent people. Once you start to say things that are meant to be intelligent, they start to make you feel like oh, it's boring. It's just a lot of words. So some people even invented word salad. It's just saying plenty things, but it's not meaning anything. What if now you don't understand what they talk? Because how can somebody say so many things and not mean anything?
Yeah.
What if you're not? So we're too. We get carryover of beef we don't concern us too. We dey fight on behalf of people who don't fight, die, don't go. So a good example, Igbo people on one hand, on social media are judging Yoruba people are judging Igbo people. Granted, everybody may have their arguments, but which individual will they argue? Fit talk say, dem Ojuku time, Awolowo time. Him dey alive.
It's only what they read.
Now, I'm not saying history is a lie.
Yeah.
But that is history as it happened when those people were alive.
Yes.
With their own knowledge and understanding of interaction.
Yes.
Granted, Yoruba go say, na eye crab they take watching head. Right? Ojulala confinshori. We'll know those things, but it's not to now act on them as the sole understanding. So, for example, I'm Yoruba. I've met a lot of brilliant Igbo people.
That's good.
Yes. I've met horrible Igbo people.
Yeah.
I've met horrible Yoruba people.
Yes.
But, so in my head, they carry over these fights. Whereas there's one thing that's clear everywhere. There are only two types of people. Good people and bad people. Well, good people and the other, whatever it is. Because there's bad and there's small bad, but whatever, there's good people. So there are good deeds and bad deeds.
You talk about intelligent people stepping up to lead the country.
No, I spoke about Nigerians crucifying intelligent people.
Crucifying intelligent people.
Yeah.
Do you think that is what they do to P2B? Have you heard P2B speak, or do you think he's overhyped?
He studied philosophy now. As a matter of fact, Nigerians better be careful about such a man.
Okay.
That is very highly intelligent.
Okay.
Not because I think not because I know there's anything wrong with him or his stance. I don't know.
Okay.
So, like you say, go and verify. I don't have verified anything that I know. Okay. Right? I may have personal opinions.
Yeah.
From my own experience. But I don't know anything that I can say, oh, you should be aware of this person. No. But I know, say person wey no book, where, yeah. And it's sabi talk, and people like since nobody dey perfect, they watch. Yeah. Now, it's not in any way to stifle or destroy anything that he's building.
Yeah.
Because you will never know. There are so many times that we thought somebody was the one and it really, didn't happen as we thought it would happen. So I don't know anything in that sense. But I think it affects Peter Obi too. Because Peter Obi cannot have adequate academic arguments. Or not just academic, intelligent as gathering intel. He cannot have those type of arguments. I'm sure he has to dumb down a lot of things he says. So, but now this is not about politics. It's generally, even with making music. That's why they will say, some people will say they have an issue with hip hop because rap makes you think. Yes. The other guys just make you dance.
Yeah. Just beats and that's
what is it that triggers you to speak up against, in such a manner, an art form that gets people to think? Whereas all of us will agree that we need people to think more. So that conversation about intelligence in Nigeria is almost as though, bro, if you sabi speak English, anybody here will be intelligent people when they're small. They never call you ITK, professor. Yeah. They say those type of damning things just to shut you down
Yes.
They may not want to go directly and say that to you, whereas I want to believe it's coming from their own place of insecurity. Like, that's way hard for me to understand. So I just don't understand how they talk them easily, like saying in native language, in a form. But they feel like,
yeah.
She now we know your English,
yeah.
Until we get to that point, because bro, the English where we talk about now, him our forefathers sign where we did today. And there's so many of us go school.
Yeah.
You must know it, so that you can remove yourself from the hands of those people that used it to tie you somewhere, whether contractually, mentally, well, psychologically is mentally, whether contractually, in that sense, physically or psychologically. You must know what the English word is saying. Whether you be artist, you be footballer. Bro, it's not be Mourinho now sign for Manchester United. Chelsea can't say they own the rights of. He no get mug for Man United now. They couldn't make merch easily. I mean, I'm shady with this because I'm not a Man U fan, but I think I saw it in the news one time that because Chelsea brought him first to England, they had the first right of refusal of image rights. That's Jose Mourinho, bros. If that be true, that's Jose Mourinho will be say contract, sure I'm shaking. Average Nigeria, put time for the English that they teach you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that sense, I feel like we need to get to that point whereby, and it has to be a government function too. Because if everybody they adequately educated, some people probably wouldn't be feeling. And yeah, granted, some people is not the kind of education I had that they would rather that would work for them. And it's in the hands of the people leading the country or the states to make sure that they understand the different demographies existent and how to engage it. So generally, I feel like Nigerians need to be a bit more accommodating to intelligent conversations, in music, especially in music. Because that's the one that you hear every other time that stays in your subconscious.
Yes.
It makes you feel good, but then your brain is learning something by constantly, repeatedly listening to it. So unknown to you, we might want people to start focusing on more intelligent music. Now, there's intelligence in music generally because production is intelligence. Even dance music is intelligence. But when it comes to the intricacies of mind work, lyricism, double entendres, punchlines, those things kind of like just activate your mind on a different neural path if you don't already have that.
Yeah.
But if we don't have that, and as well in other fields, even in the leisure one that is music, if you cannot praise intelligence, saying that the complex one will be school, now you go praise intelligence. Yeah. Or when a teacher will be say they want to teach you maths, they go want beat students. So now fear go let and learn 2 + 2. What if he's not just a numeric mind? What if he's more of a word mind? So what if now wordsmith, not mathematician? They go don't flog and tire, say no maths. So there's so many moving parts to it, right? But in general, I feel like the moment Nigeria starts to accommodate natural intelligence, a lot of people will see more arguments that will help them with different things.
Okay, you talked about lyricism. Who are your top 5 favorite rappers of all time?
Top 5 favorite rappers of all
both within Nigeria and outside.
I can't have that now because there was a time Ludacris was giving me P, bro. There was a time Jay-Z was giving me Jay-Z. They give them once in a while.
Okay.
Every other time, right? Actually, Nas is there. So there are so many talented lyricists in Nigeria. Then plenty safe. Say Modena gets in day. As Modena gets in day, now so Fowls gets in day.
Yeah.
Now so Vector gets in there. Now so Fino gets in there. Now so Olamide gets in there. Everybody has different. If the people are more, so now what people like, now artists the day you most likely ginger to make, right?
Yeah.
So if the people wanted or they accommodated themselves with more intelligent based lyricism, we probably will have intelligent based lyricism trending. So you see, it's more with the people. But granted, there are so many people that are lyrically gifted. There's something Olamide was saying in Yoruba. I said this on some podcast before that, like, brilliant use of play of words. But there's something Fino might say. You might even say it in Pidgin or in English, but the thoughts now in Igbo.
Yeah.
All of us, we have like, he will say that, but that's some like dope ass. So what a Pitidochi will say in a movie, for example, he's heavily influenced by traditional Igbo sayings.
Yes.
But he says it in English, right? So that, all those things there. So lyricism, especially from the African context, there's too much wisdom everywhere. Hence why you must be uncomfortable as an African if there's stupidity around you. You have to be, because there's so much wise sayings that we're raised by.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have a top 5. Because before I say Jay-Z, you remember Nas, remember Ludacris, then I remember Rakim, then I remember Ice Cube at some point, then Dr. Dre at some point, then B.O.B. at a more recent point. That's, then you now give them, there's so many. Before you know, bro, 50 Cent had 21 questions. Yeah, and that was lyricism. Death has to be easy because life is hard. At a point, I said it with Odumodu as well. When Pesito say, burn that page, the very book I thought, I knew it had my own name.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Let's take us back to the conversation of formative years.
Yes.
For you to tear book where now when they say tear the book where your name, they no worry. No be the only book where day life be that. Right? But who would think Odumodu will say, not who would think, from the analysis of what you see in the news or in press, they probably would think Odumodu will give you something that is worth referencing, say lyrically, but that's just African depth. It doesn't have to be my 4-5 is a 9 or no, it doesn't have to be that. Sometimes the person they talk something will make sense. Now you don't know waiting they talk. Say it makes sense. And that too is fine. So lyricism, I don't have a top 5. If the moment you have a top 5, you're screwed. I just have a top best. So the people that are besting themselves on their lyrical journey, yes.
You were recently, speaking of Odumodu, you were recently in a song with him that actually did very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as of recently, he also came out to talk about MI, whom you've already had an issue with in the past. Do you think that has anything to do with you?
No.
His recent beef with MI, has it anything to do with you?
Nah, the question you're asking can go either ways. It can either have to do with me or with the subject matter person.
Okay, so you did not influence that?
Nah. Odumodu be like person that influence. That one be like person that influence. Person way go they violently they talk say Jesus they give. Say that guy be like he knows himself now.
Okay, because some people say maybe it's your relationship with him that, or maybe he's trying to walk the path that you walked. Maybe
I think it's a disrespect to Odumodu's maturity.
Okay.
He's a man. I think it's disrespectful to say another man is making another man do. Woman, if you make man do something, we say normally, because man, they will move for woman many times, right? But say man, especially in this type of situation, because he seems to be very serious about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess that's his personal understanding.
Okay.
From his own personal experience. So to answer your question, I don't think it was an influence thing.
Okay, let me ask you direct questions about Prime Vector versus some legends. Who you would choose? Prime Vector
like
or no?
Henry,
just hold on. Yeah, just hold on. Prime Vector or Idris Abdulkarim?
This thing has set up.
It's just a one-word answer.
This thing has set up. One-word answer set up.
It's just a one-word answer.
Set up.
Prime Vector or Idris Abdulkarim?
Set up.
Prime Vector or Rugged Man?
Set up.
Prime Vector or Nigaro?
Set up. Prime Vector or Slow Dog? Set up.
It's just a one-word answer.
Set up.
No, not
okay.
You have to choose between the two.
Lamba. That's one word. Set up now 2 words.
Okay, why was it difficult for you to choose?
It's not difficult for me to choose.
Okay.
To make it clear, I don't think anybody alive thinks how I think. So they can't make music how I make music. However, because again we're Africans, there's a way we are. Right? I'll respect everything that everybody's done. I'm not for comparison, so that's Prime Vector or it doesn't do anything for me. If I say Vector, what does it do for me? It doesn't do anything for me now. But I can acknowledge the fact that Nigaro, plenty work.
Yeah.
Nigaro, Slow Dog. But for me to mention Slow Dog, so I know it's how they talk at me.
Yeah.
Work, the game.
Nigaro ruled his time.
Yes. But I don't even see that as Nigaro rule this time. I just feel like Nigaro is Nigaro. Because who says tomorrow for the next 10 years, Nigaro no go drop one thing, will make everybody get. So in my, I think we they give talent time limits for Nigeria. Expiry dates.
Yeah.
I don't do that. So I don't even think as a matter of fact, I think I'm more of my prime now.
Your last song, Say So. Exactly. And I wanted to ask you something about the last song.
Yeah.
In the last song, Early Momo.
So the last song that you know.
Yes, sorry, that I know and that we played when you came.
Yes.
You that song, you seem to be blending Afrobeat style of music with rap. It wasn't really called
Rapfrobeats.
Rap, yes. Do you get? Rap. So I just wanted to ask you about that. Is that Rapfrobeats that you were talking about earlier on?
So I don't want to make it up because that's Early Momo, for example, is R&B, is Afrobeats, is rap. Can I say it's pop? However, again, we are Nigerians. We are dynamically gifted people.
Yeah.
So I'm making this clear so you don't feel like, oh, I'm cementing a style of making music to Rapfrobeats. But yes, it can be argued as Rapfrobeats because it's rap on African beats. But the African beat is more so the body of the music, right? It's more so the body of the music. But it's music regardless.
Yeah.
I think it's rap music. But because of Good Girl Lele's performance, it passes as R&B, right? Because of the mode of the music, it passes as R&B as well. However, if it's rap on African pattern beats, yes, that's Rapfrobeats. Music is experiment-based a lot of times for a lot of us.
The song did very well in the charts.
Yeah, all over the world.
Is it something you want to continue with that line?
I didn't plan for it to happen as such, so how can I continue as such?
But it did well, so you could.
But I didn't plan for it to happen as such. I feel like that's the mistake we make as artists. Now there you can't go continue to do something, you can't mistakenly blow as who you know be.
Okay.
Yeah. Trust me, a lot of artists that are probably watching this will agree. A lot of them blew as who they were not. I almost did. No, at the point. Yeah. PR, I was publicly related as well. I was not artistically. It's not that I wasn't that, but that's not all I am.
Yes.
So you have to be careful. What that means is, my sound engineer was like, yo, I don't know what's in this Early Momo track, but everybody's loving it. Let's give them another one. I was like, why? We plan to give them this one. If I didn't plan for the whole world to love a particular record, Early Momo and King Kong, what is the similarity? None.
Yeah.
So if I was doing King Kong, if I was giving them King Kong again and again, would I do Early Momo? No.
So do you think the fame associated with one song can actually stop an artist from reaching his true potential or becoming who he's truly meant to be?
Did we talk about artists and development here? We spoke about it, yes?
Yeah.
That artists not living their development phase. Exactly. Once you get through development phase, you realize the broad context with which you can perform. But if you do what everybody like and they don't like and they can't make you the consider, so man, I don't, everybody, I'm on this one, now people want hear this. Once you don't give the idea the 1 year, once, twice, two, it becomes stale and boring. So it's definitely doom you're headed for, thinking like that. But again, it's not music industry, it's music business industry. And as regards business, what people like, you have to replicate for them so that you can make profits. We have to separate the lines. We have to separate the thin lines. So yeah, I wouldn't say, oh, because I made music and people love that. I've made music, Shiga. How many Shiga you don't hear I don't make it? I put my hands on my head when I see. Since when I dropped that song, they be playing it at weddings every Saturday. Shiga is over 10 years old, isn't it? It's there about 10 years old. They've been playing it every Saturday.
Yeah.
Today, if you go party wedding, they go play Shiga for the bride. I no plan say I go do song, maybe say after 10 years, they go see they play them now. You know how many people plan to do wedding song where they play again?
Yeah.
And Shiga is not even a wedding song. I didn't make it for the bride. I just made it for the babe. And it has, by itself, how can I plan a music that I made like Shiga, the major inspiration conversations around Shiga was in the percussiveness of the music.
Yeah.
I didn't want plenty synth. I wanted drum bass. So if you listen to Shiga, people will know that there's no bass line.
Okay. Speaking of making a song for your babe, are you married or single?
I'm married.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. So it's making music. I was making that for the only bass is a bass slop. That's it. There's no guitar except pam 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 on Chicago and listen. So we were busy making music that didn't have bang 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 type sounds. That's what I and the producer have focused on then. Today now, our wedding song. So that's the point. So I've mentioned quite a number of records that are all different styles of music.
Yes.
So if I stuck to one and try to replicate that, I would not make the other ones.
Yes. Okay, so there is this level of waywardness we see with Nigerian rappers, but we don't see that with you and in your style of music. I mean, on
so the lifestyle.
Yes, the things you see as common with Nigerian rappers, rap artists. The smoking, the women, and all of that. Why is your own style different? You don't get your inspiration from those things?
Who woman know they inspire?
No, from smoking and drinking.
So there's private life. But so my CNN interview, this was
we don't see
he was
that
like,
in your own style of
I
music.
meet rappers and you and I are talking about philosophy and stuff.
Okay.
It's just how I am. I live my lifestyle, but I believe like privacy is okay.
All right.
I believe privacy should be okay. Like you live your life as you are. So me, I don't know if I want to be smoking so you can see that I'm smoking, but if I'm smoking.
Okay.
Any man who like woman, they're supposed to look at.
Yeah.
Where. But again, what do I mean by being with women is a lifestyle?
Yeah.
That's nature, So I don't know what I'm exhibiting. I don't know how to say being with me or being around women is my lifestyle, Yeah. It's a norm. It's natural. If you are a correct guy, being around women will not be a thing. So how do I pose? Are they around men?
Yeah.
Nah, it's not. So for me, it just doesn't. It's not like I'm different from anybody with lifestyle choices.
Okay.
It's just that I don't feel the need to. There are so many things I can show you.
Yeah.
Outside of my lifestyle that I actually want you to know about, whether it's how we communicate together, whether it's how we blend together, with all those things, whether it's thoughts that we have over. Yeah, but we'll have fun every other time. We'll be out. Yeah, just easy life for us over here.
Okay. So you believe in complete privacy?
I just live in privacy. I don't know that complete privacy. So there's privacy. I don't think social media has created an intimate relationship between artists and the people that love their art.
Yeah.
So I guess that will tempt you to want to show a lot of private life. However, the people you are showing the life really have their own lives to deal with too. So I don't think anybody really cares like that. They may like it enough to follow it for entertainment purposes, but maybe everything be entertainment.
Okay, so if you had a young Vector in the house today, what advice would you have for him? Somebody who wants to grow into the man that you've become today, somebody who wants to walk your paths, like a young musician today. What advice would you have for him?
If that person is young, Vector, meaning is like persons like me that say that artists will get gift, we get talent.
Yes.
And it is self-aware between gift and a talent. Listen to yourself. Always listen to the voice in your head. You know the one, not the one that is distracting. You know the one. Yeah. Everybody knows that voice in their head.
Yeah.
That is constantly putting them on game. Yes. Just always follow that one. Because in the end, your talent is between you, God. And the only way you can manifest that is through listening to whatever medium you connect to the source of your talent from or with. So it's basically just listen to yourself. As regards your talent, your craft, how you see yourself, listen to yourself. You can take advice, but always listen to yourself. Because once you're taking advice, you're listening to yourself.
Okay.
Yes. You are gifted solely by yourself. So now only you fit know waiting the sub gong for yourself. So basically be honest with yourself how you try.
Okay. Okay. So if he were to ask you between fame and just making good music, which would you advise him to choose?
Making good music will get you famous.
That's a beautiful response there.
Making good music will get you famous. Because people that like good music will come assembling around your music, which is multiple people, which is fame.
That's a beautiful one.
Thank you.
It's been amazing having you on the show.
Yes,
and
it's been amazing being here.
We are very excited that you made out the time to be here.
Of course.
And we are appreciative of your work and everything that you've been doing. And the best part of it is who you've been to the Nigerian youth. You've been like a role model that people who want to work in the part of rap and all of that look up to. So thank you for coming. It's an honor to have you around.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
What up, guys? It's your man Vector, the Viper, aka VEC, Lafiaji in the building. And this is the beat, VEC on the BTC. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's the BTC podcast. I had a great conversation here. I think the host was brilliant. Yes, you should watch it and share with your friends if you find it interesting.
Thank you.
Before tomorrow comes, we talk it out. Entertainment, politics, business, no doubt.